Hello, everybody. New Manchester here, back with another video. And I'm gonna be talking about the EU. I mean, talking about not the EU. I'm gonna talk about let's see. I'm gonna talk about the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom trying to has failed to get a deal to leave get a deal to lead the European Union on Brexit. I mean, the original deadline for the UK to lead the European Union was March the 29th of this year. That was last month. And Theresa May I think received like three embarrassing like defeats of votes in the British Parliament in Westminster in London, England, like three times, and I think that was embarrassing. I think she tried to get a deal for the UK to leave the European Union. I think the deadline was going to be moved to either April the 10th or April the 22nd, or probably in June. I mean, I've been listening to this on the BBC World Service, and I mean, this is just crazy to me. This is ridiculous. I mean, are you going to leave the European Union or not? I think if they leave the European Union, I heard that it'll hurt trade. With Ireland, with the border with Northern Ireland, and also the UK can use their own currency. The pound notes, the British sterling, pence, quid coins, instead of using the euros. So yeah, I'm gonna actually to explain this better, I'm gonna read this from AFP on Theresa May, and it's titled "British PM Ask EU to Delay Brexit until June the 30th, Downing Street." And it starts out as this: Prime Minister Theresa May asked the European Union on Friday to delay Britain's departure from the bloc until June the 30th, with the extension ending earlier if Parliament approves her Brexit deal. May also told EU Council President Donald Tusk in a formal letter that Britain would start preparing for its preparation in European Parliament elections in case it is still a member of the bloc when they begin on May the 23rd. The United Kingdom proposes that the extension should end on June the 30th, 2019. If the parties are able to ratify before this date, the government proposes that the period should be terminated earlier, May's letter said. Downing Street released May's request movement after a senior EU official told AFP that Tusk was proposing to postpone Brexit Day by up to a year, also pending Parliament's approval of the EU-UK withdrawal agreement. The current deadline is April the 12th, which has already been pushed back once from May the 29th because of the UK Parliament's failure on three occasions to back the deal May signed with the other 27 EU leaders in December. In her letter, May said She wanted to make sure that Britain left the bloc after 46 years in an orderly manner, with an agreement that could help unwind intricate political, security, diplomatic, and economic ties. The government's policy has always been and remains to leave the European Union in an orderly way and without undue delay, May wrote. The government agrees that leaving with a deal is the best outcome, she said. European elections. May is racing against the clock in a desperate bid to get her deal approved in time for an EU leaders summit in Brussels on Wednesday, when a formal decision on any extension will be made. EU nations must give anonymous backing to any new deadline. Some, like French President Emmanuel Macron, have said they want to hear a clear reason from May as to why Brexit should be delayed yet again, a move that would add to uncircumstances weighing on business across the bloc. May's team is currently holding negotiations with leaders from Britain's main opposition Labour Party, in a bid to secure enough votes to push through her deal on a fourth attempt. I hope it go through. But the talks so far have failed to clinch a breakthrough. I don't think we are quite at the point where the government can indicate where their unconsensually strategy might apply, Deputy Labour leader Tom Watson told BBC Radio. May's letter said that should she fail to find a compromise with Labour, the two sides would instead look to establish a consensus on a small number of clear options on the future relationship to be put to Parliament for a series of votes to determine which course to pursue. But she concerned that this process could take time and will probably force Britain to take part in European Parliament elections at the end of May, nearly 3 years after UK votes opted to leave the bloc. If Britain were still a member state of the European Union on May the 23rd, 2019, it would be under a legal obligation to hold the elections, May wrote. The government is therefore undertaking the lawful and responsible preparations for this continuity. Yeah. Hope you don't get another failing vote in the parliament. Yeah, I mean, I bet people in the United Kingdom are just sick of this, I bet they're just tired of it. I mean, I heard they're sick of it, and they don't want to hear about it. And I bet you talk to a Brit on the street in London, they probably won't say anything and just zip away from you. Well, I'll just keep looking into this, and I'll just keep looking into this and like see what's going on. I mean, I don't take sides on this, I mean, if people in the UK want to leave the European Union. I mean, if that's what they want, that's what they want. I mean, yeah. Just want to share this with you. Okay. Okay. That's the end of this. That's the end of the video. Hope you enjoy this, and I will see you later. Bye.